This is the Reds POSTCAST, your instant game reaction for the Cincinnati Reds. Part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day.
Good evening, Reds fans, and welcome to another fantastic installment of the Reds POSTCAST, brought to you by the wonderful people at the Locked On Podcast Network. As you can see, I'm ready to have some fun tonight. My name is Tim Daniel. I have been covering the Reds in podcast form for 5 years of publications such as Late Night Reds and The Riverfront. And tonight, we're a little floppy hat tonight. You know, the vibes are high. Everything's going well. And we had a really fun day at GABP. For those who are asking, I do appreciate the questions. I did not get to go. My daughter, unfortunately, was sick. So I stayed home. I gave the tickets to a friend, but I'm going tomorrow for Harry Potter Day. So I cannot wait to take advantage of that. For those obviously hanging out, thank you so much. A great day at Great American Ballpark, as not only does Elly De La Cruz hit a grand slam on his Bobblehead Day, but the Cincinnati Reds get a 5-2 victory over the Pittsburgh Pirates to clinch their second straight sweep and now win 5 of their last 7. So on today's show, we are discussing, of course, Elly De La Cruz coming through on Bobblehead Night with a grand slam. So we got to make sure we talk about that. We're going to get into Andrew Abbott's debut, which was a really nice one. I thought he pitched the ball really well tonight, so I want to kind of get into that. And then, of course, Noelvi Marte in the lineup for the first time since being called back up and played some incredible defense tonight. But you guys know what the theme is tonight. You guys know what we're talking about. But let's go ahead and let's start with let's start with it.
This is what you'll be talking about.
Elly De La Cruz grand slam tonight for the Cincinnati Reds, making it a 4-0 ball game. Early in the game, so that was in the third inning, he struck out in his first at bat, which was fine, and then goes out there in that one and takes advantage of Andrew Haney walking the guys ahead of him. Works a count. I mean, he's down two. He's got 2 strikes on him and finds a way to get back into the at bat. And then goes and hits one deep. Well, wouldn't say deep, but, it was right. But it counts all the same, right? So goes into the left field, terrace outfield, gets in the first or second wall. That was awesome. 106.5 exit velocity off the bat tonight. That was also nice to see, as he's been having some loud outs of late. So it's nice to see one of those go through. And then had a 6.5 second hang time. That has Ryan Rico over at Paycor Stadium jealous. That was pretty awesome. Yeah, Josh, you're right. Wasn't walking. He hits 2 batters in front of him. Elly to lead the base. That's what it was. I apologize. Long day watching kids, but Joshua has it 100% right on the play-by-play there. So I appreciate you saving my butt there. This was pretty awesome. Just to see Elly kind of have that moment. And you see it all the time. I see it on these chats. Whenever things aren't going well, Elly's not clutch. Elly's not clutch. Elly's not clutch. And I know someone will probably point out the at bat later in the game when he had the bases loaded, and that was pretty hard hit out too. But had a 4.29 average going into that at bat with bases loaded before he hits the grand slam. So I don't know if I think that would be pretty understandable to call clutch, if I'm not mistaken. When you have a chance to put a game away, you do just that, and he did that tonight. So obviously his only hit of the game, but I think he was really good. I mean, I thought his at-bats were solid. Like I said, a couple loud outs. I know he had a strikeout, but it wasn't like he went down 0-3 on that one either. So that was pretty cool. It was good to see Elly De La Cruz. Sadak used to tell me all the time when I would talk to him about Elly that Elly's kind of the guy that when he's about to go on a heater, just how things are going the couple days before, and then just when it starts to click. So I think we might be starting to see that possibility coming through here as well. So obviously an unbelievable moment, your Bobblehead Day. I wish he had gotten a chance to go against a right-handed pitcher, see if he could have, honored the bobblehead, the switch-hitting bobblehead with switch-hitting grand slams, but that's okay. I don't think many teams, and then the opportunity comes up, are going to turn Elly onto the left side of the box. But you live with it and you understand. Other guys tonight, I know there's only 4 hits, second night in a row that they only have a couple hits. So Oh, Branch Brown. We got to make sure we count this. And happy birthday to my good friend, Branch Brown. I wish you were in town, buddy, because we would go eat some brisket, have some bourbon, and celebrate a Reds victory tonight. But next time, for sure. This is going to be, this is a nice way to win a game. And what I think about that that's really important is right now, while this team is still getting their offense back, being Austin Hayes, being Tyler Stevenson, being Matt McClain. Sounds like McClain's going to be back on Tuesday. Sounds like Austin Hayes will be back later in the week. And then at that point, you're just one piece away from having your projected lineup. Relying on your pitching to keep the other team from crossing the plate, and then also just having these one or two big hits. I don't know if it's sustainable by any means for 162, but I thought today, you've seen this now 2 nights in a row where they've been able to do just that. Really through the year. Those 2 San Francisco games they won pretty decent as well. I think this is just a great win for the Reds. It's a great night for Elly De La Cruz. It's a great bobblehead. It's a great night to wear floppy hats. Don't you guys think so? No? Okay. Let's get to the chat real quick, see if we have anything in there before as well. There's my buddy Larry. Larry, I'm glad you showed up when they won, but come on, buddy. 2 wins in a series in a row. Things are going right. So don't focus on the wrong, my guy. Let's have some fun tonight. All right. You're 100% right. They need some more at-bats, but we're going to enjoy it. We said Branch Brown hanging out there today. Lawrence, so I see Lawrence quite a bit in the chat talking about Abbott pitching well. Carrie talks about Pagan taking over the closer role. Certainly a great conversation. Joey, has that Elly Bobble Blast landed yet? I do think it did. But it was up there for a long time. So yeah, I checked the eBays before I came online came on live tonight, to see if see how much they were going for on eBay already, the bobbleheads that are, and they were already going for a pretty penny, about $65 to $80, depending what seller you saw. So I'm feeling good tonight, guys. I'm feeling good with 2 straight series wins. I think the Reds really needed this week. And then I think that tomorrow you're in pretty good shape to break out the brooms for the first time this year. And we will get to that, of course. But before that, I got to talk about Andrew Abbott making his debut in the 2025 season. And I really liked it. I was so happy to see him out there. And my goodness, if this is your 5th starter on a team, I think you got to be pretty excited. So let's talk about Andrew Abbott here after the break. Get the supplies you need from the site made for the skilled trades, Supply House. Whether you're in plumbing, HVAC, or electrical work, Supply House is the reliable way to order products online. Their easy-to-use website is packed with helpful resources and the latest product info to help you get the job done right. Plus, with a complete inventory of over 200,000 parts from 400 top brands, you'll find exactly what you need delivered fast from coast to coast. Need help with an order? Supply House offers expert support and industry-leading service, so you'll always talk to a real person. And for trade pros looking at the extra edge, their free Trade Master program, that's right, free 99, guys, free 99, offers exclusive perks like a dedicated phone line, free shipping, and discounts on every order. Thousands of skilled professionals are already taking advantage. Now it's your turn. Join the Trade Master program today at supplyhouse.com/TM and start ordering plumbing, HVAC, and electrical supplies with just a few clicks. Plus, use the promo code SH5 for 5% off your first order. That is supplyhouse.com. Thank you all so much for hanging out with me tonight for yet another Reds victory on the Locked On Reds postcast, brought to you by the wonderful people at Locked On and, of course, Locked On Reds. Be sure to be tapped in. As you know, we are free on YouTube. We are free on your podcast app of choice. And you can also not only get me after every game, you can get my good friends Jeff Carr and Stephen Offenbaker hanging out, chatting it up, and having a lot of fun. I cannot wait to hear these guys talk about the Pirates series this weekend on Monday. It's going to be a blast to get their reactions. I think Jeff was actually at the game tonight. Also, ask Jeff for his excitement on Superman next time you guys do see him, and he'll tell you all about it. Hey guys, I think we already know what this is, but just to keep the vibes going and keep the theme around, here's the turning point of today's game.
Time to reveal where the game was won or lost. It's the turning point.
Plain and simple, it's Elly De La Cruz hitting the grand slam on Bobblehead Night to make it a 4-0 game. You're noticing a theme tonight, right? It's a theme. It's Elly De La Cruz night on the Reds postcast as well. He earned it. Big moment, came through in the clutch. I don't know if people will call the third inning clutch or not, but I will, because it's my show, darn it, and I have a microphone and you don't. I'm just kidding, guys. That was really mean of me. Let's get to Andrew Abbott tonight. So makes his 2025 debut, and I thought he was great. 5 innings tonight, 1 earned run, 2 hits, 2 walks, 5 strikeouts. Now that 1 earned one was a solo shot, but not mad about it. I mean, kind of lost a little bit of his power there at the end, and you understand that being your first big league start of the year and having that slow start in spring training, it was probably about to happen, but he threw strikes. He attacked. I thought that was humongous for him. He found a way to kind of just keep things going. He kind of way to just kind of keep guys from getting hot. There were some hard hit balls out there for sure. But he trusted his defense to kind of help him out as well. Elly had an unbelievable catch again. We saw at one point in the game. And I'm going to talk about Noelvi Marte in the next segment. I thought his defense tonight was unbelievable too. But for Andrew Abbott, knowing that what he's seeing from where Tito is using this pen, I think that barring the San Francisco loss, you can probably make the case that we're not all in love with the decisions Terry Francona's made so far this year, but I do think he is, for the most part, I will say about 90% of it, put the bullpen in situations where they can just kind of make things happen and be in the best situation possible for their team to secure the win. And tonight, Abbott kind of knew, hey, I go out there, I do my job, and if I can get us through it, then I know that my guys will come in there and back me up. And I thought Abbott did such a great job just being first start, getting comfortable again on a big league mound, striking people out. Now, before someone comes in here and says, well, it's the Pirates, last I checked, they also had MLB patches on their uniforms as well. So you will 100% take a performance like that for being your first one of the year. And this is your 5th starter? I mean, guys, this is crazy. Brett Lauder's not even back yet. So that's going to be interesting to see what they do there as well. Obviously there's the Chase Burns that's coming up, who I don't think is going to be in Dayton for very long. I think we're going to see him getting a promotion pretty soon after his outing he had last night. So shout to him. Patrick says it right here. Ian Jabot doing well. Who wants to join the Ian Jabot fan club? Every time I join the Ian Jabot fan club, he struggles. So you probably don't want me there. But I do have to give him his props. Another really nice outing today. 2 strikeouts in an inning. I think that's probably your best situation for him, right? That's kind of where he's going to be his most successful self, right? That's the theme of the bullpen today, is that conversation there. Scott Barlow, again, I know he struggled, but I'm much happier with what I've seen from Scott Barlow so far this season than I thought I would be. And I do think that he's going to get it right again soon. I think it just was a week for him. It was a week for a lot of the bullpen, but Barlow will be back. He's just too sure and efficient to not be. How about Tony Santillan? Bounces back from losing in San Francisco, giving up the walk-off. Whoa! Is this my friend here, Mr. Juan's in the chat? Mr. Juan, it's so good to see you, man. It's been a minute. Welcome over. Welcome to Locked On. But Tony Santillan bounces back from, giving up the walk-off to Yastrzemski in San Francisco. Goes an inning and 1/3 tonight. Trusts the defense to kind of take care of things for him, and then also gets the big strikeout. And then, of course, Andrew Pagan, another solid 1-2-3 for him as well. So shout out to pitching again. I think the Cincinnati Reds, obviously we know what the strength is of this team is the rotation, but the bullpen being able to say like, hey guys, we have your back, makes it pretty awesome. And yeah, Josh, I'm with you. I saw Miss Abbott as well. Mr. Juan, I think you're right as far as for Sam Maul. I do think that if Brett Lauder comes back, Nick Martinez probably goes to the bullpen, and the Reds have 2 decent lefties they can count on in Rogers and Suter. So he's probably the odd man out there. But we can certainly see Carey. Yes. Big Sugar. We all want to see Big Sugar and GABP giving a little thumbs down skis after getting some guys out. So this is going to be a lot of fun, guys. Hey, let's talk about someone else who had a really nice day today. Maybe a little different reason than others, but I want to make sure we give him his flowers as well. But first, once again, it is the Locked On Player of the Game.
This is the Locked On Player of the Game.
You know, the funny thing about the floppy hat is I can barely hear in my headphones right now. So thankfully I'm a solo guy on these shows. But Elly De La Cruz, player of the game. Grand slam and a huge catch as well, like always. This is going to be really awesome. Carlton says it. Best defense in the majors right now. I think John said on the broadcast the 4th lowest ERA as a pitching staff as well. So this is awesome. And adding to that defense tonight, Noelvi Marte is first time in the lineup and on the season. I'll start with his offense because I thought he had good at bats. That single he had was obviously the highlight of it. Hit it right back where it came from. And he battled really well in his other at bats. He didn't strike out. He made contact in every at bat. I thought the approach looked really good. You saw what he was doing in Louisville was a nice transition for his first full day in Cincinnati. And so I hope this keeps going for him. If you remember last year, he had a really nice debut in the season as well. And things went downhill, but I really think he's going to be just fine. But defense tonight, man, his athleticism is just unbelievable. I mean, Elly McLean are probably the only guys who are like with him in this. They're probably better athletes, but I don't think that Noelvi's too far behind there, right? I mean, you saw some of the plays he made tonight. He makes that one throw where it's a bouncer, it's on a hop, and he fields it with his and like was running and I guess the guy out at first. That was awesome. He's just flashing some leather. Noelvi Marte has everything it takes that if he can find a way to hit and consistently to be a Gold Glover. I think that he is going to be a nice asset. I'm excited to see what he can do now that he's back. I think that going to Louisville to start the season was great for him. I still think that about Will Benson too. I know Will Benson didn't have a great game in San Francisco. I know he got optioned today, but I still think that Will Benson is going to at some point come through and really matter for the Cincinnati Reds. But Josh, this is a great question. Who goes down when Hayes comes back if Marte keeps that up? Austin wins? Is it Austin Wynn? I think it has to be at that point if Marte is hitting well, right? And he's played well too. Actually, you know what? Come to think of it, I'm wrong because they still need a second catcher until Tyler Stevenson's back. So, oh yeah, probably Hurtubise. I feel like Blake Dunn's kind of earned the trust of Terry Francona. So that will probably be the bet. But you know what, Pierre? Here's the thing. I agree with this, but I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. I think major league teams need 4A guys. They're just guys who can be there in a pinch, and they're guys that can kind of help your AAA team out and get good at bats down there as well, or pitchers. I think we all kind of have seen the Reds have a couple of those guys too. But great day for the Cincinnati Reds, a great win tonight, and tomorrow. I feel tomorrow is a brooms day. You guys feel like breaking the brooms out, a little spring cleaning tomorrow? I think tomorrow's going to be that day, as it's Green Day tomorrow. Yes. Hunter Green takes the mound at 1-1 with a 1.31 ERA on the season so far, making his early case for the Cy Young Award in 2025. And he is going against Carmen Mlodzinski. What a name. Hunter Green 1-1 with a 1.31 ERA. Carmen Mlodzinski 1-1 with a 5.19 ERA. So this is going to be a really nice day at the ballpark tomorrow. And I do plan on being there tomorrow. It's Harry Potter Day. I got to get my Gryffindor t-shirt to wear on the broadcast tomorrow. But let's go ahead and wrap this one up, guys. The Cincinnati Reds are victorious tonight at Great American Ballpark on 5 runs, 4 hits, no errors. Their opponents, the Pittsburgh Pirates, 2 runs, 4 hits, 1 error. Your winning pitcher tonight, Andrew Abbott. Your losing pitcher tonight, Andrew Heaney. And Emilio Pagan gets his 4th save of the year. I will be back tomorrow afternoon. Let's have a little bit of fun tomorrow. This is going to be awesome. So everyone have a great day. I will see you all then, and go Reds.